Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Raven from Titans. And I don't know if that's what this outfit is, or if they're just saying Raven is from the Teen Titans in general, because it says it on the card also, right there. It's not going to focus. It says it right there, but that's not the same look, so I don't know what's going on with this figure's design. So we're going to do the question of the day right away. Do you like this look for Raven? Is that the design you wanted for the character, this lame-ass cosplay one? Or would you rather that's not her. They don't even put her on the back? Okay. Or would you rather this one? Because to me, it's this one, and we'll look at that more later. But this is a horrible character redesign, I think, and the figure is of that, so that's kind of a bummer. But let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look anyway. Definitely not the right character. Okay, so this figure stands roughly, we'll just say 7 inches to the top of the hood, so a little bit less for scaling purposes, and it's just shy of 18 centimeters. Here she is up against Darwin. She is taller because she is in a different scale. All right, we already did question of the day, so let's just jump right into the aesthetic. Proportionally speaking, she's not terrible. She seems to have tiny hands and feet, like really, really tiny hands and feet. But the body seems okay, not anywhere near as curvy as you might expect, and maybe her shoulders are kind of huge, but it's okay. I do think they made her head kind of small in order to fit the hood in there, and also the face is just hideous. Not only in execution, but also it seems in design. It is just all around butt ugly. This character's not really supposed to be butt ugly, so that's kind of a problem. The paint job on it is okay. These two blues don't match. The belt is alright. Whatever that thing is alright. And that's about it. She has blue plastic legs, black plastic everything else. It's really dumpy looking. Really dumpy looking. There's cloth texturing in the cape, which is nice, and I think the cape is a good, slightly windswept but relatively neutral design. There's some kind of like leather texture in the pants. That's about it. Let's just go back to this. That's the look. I'll put some reference images up too. That's the look I think everyone, literally everyone, wanted for a figure, because we don't have a good figure of Raven. There's like one from, like, was it DCUC that's decent? I think, yeah. Maybe I'm remembering wrong, but either way, that's the look everyone likes for her. I swear, I can definitely speak for everyone else. And this is not it. So not only is this not it, but the figure also is executed poorly. So aesthetically speaking, 3 out of 10. It's really, really just unpleasant to look at. Now, as far as the accessories go, well, you get some interchangeable hands, which are just these pink flame things. I think there probably could have been some paint on them to make it look like her hands are in there, but maybe not. It's kind of cool enough. Let's see if they fit. I haven't tried it yet, so we're going to try to pop off her hands and see if they fit. All right, here's her right hand. Let's see if this works. Okay, it works. Oh, that looks so bad. It looks so bad because they didn't paint the hands in there at all, so you just see the black peg. It looks ridiculous. Oh man. Guys, what the heck? People, you can't keep saying I'm just a negative reviewer when they're doing shit like this. It looks stupid. Who okayed that? It's not okay. They're not putting any effort into these things, or they're just that inept. So you get those two flame accessories, you get what might be the best DC display stand I've ever seen, and then you get the collector/trading card of the figure that you wanted, but it's actually just drawings, or a drawing, because the figure itself is ugly and they didn't even want to take a photo of that. So accessory wise, 0 out of 10. It's losing some spite points because of the pegs showing into the glowy hands. All right, for articulation, the hood is a separate piece for the head, so you can rotate it. Can you do much else? No, not really. So you can get some rotation in there. I guess that's okay. The cape is connected down here, so this is not going to flex much for the shoulders. You can still get the arms up to just about horizontal. That's pretty good. Rotation-wise, yeah, it's good enough, probably. Bicep swivel is fine. Double jointed elbow is fine. Plenty of range there. No problem. Wrists are on little ball hinges, so that's pretty good. I mean, if you're going to do it, that's fine. That's a good way to do it. The ball hinge should be a different color, though. Based on this design, her sleeves stop right here. So That's the thing. Upper diaphragm joint is decent going back into the side. It has plenty of range. Really good range going back into the side. It is a double ball peg, full rotation. Barely any range from going forward, but the lower torso does work better than most. So her torso is pretty damn good. Leaning forward is more limited than the rest, but it's pretty solid, so I like that. Hips going out to the side, full on splits, no problem, no dangly bits. That's a good thing. Bringing the leg forward. The diaper is too fat to really accommodate the leg too much, but that's probably far enough for her. I don't know that she needs to be in any crazy poses. But yeah, if they just trimmed a little bit more away here or made this part thinner, I think it would have worked better. They didn't. Going back, you do get a little bit of range. And I know most of you are waiting for the cake rating. You're gonna have to wait no longer. Let's do a cake rating. It is not bad. Whoever did the sculpt on this was like, I know this figure is particularly ugly. Doesn't look great, but we're gonna cake her up. She's got some cake going on. She's got a really nicely proportioned cake area. You can see there's some clothing wrinkling in there. Decent shape to the gluteus. And I think that's all right. So I'm going to give her a 7 on the cake scale. It's not anything like Catwoman, don't get me wrong, but it is there. All right, thigh swivel, basically non-existent. Double jointed knee, pretty good. Proportioning is pretty good. I mean, the knee is great. Proportioning is pretty good, so that's nice. Ankles are sculpted hinges, swivel hinges, ball hinges. Let's see. It has good range, but let's count the notches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 notches. That's better than normal. We usually get like 3. It's still too much. It's still too difficult to get her to stand, especially on these tiny, tiny feet. Toe joint is well placed and stiff, so that's good. And of course, your ankle rocker will be just wonderful because she has ball hinge ankles. So articulation wise, it's actually not bad. The head's not good, but it's otherwise pretty solid. So I'm going to give articulation for this type of figure an 8. It's pretty decent. You shouldn't have too much trouble posing her other than her head, in which case just turn it. So yeah, it's all right. Okay, time for the final verdict. Articulation made me a little bit happier. Accessories are offensive and the aesthetic is not good. So I'm going to say this figure gets a final rating of only 6 out of 10. If you happen to somehow like this character design, other than the face, it's done well enough. The face is really rough though, which is a big problem for me. Accessories are still abysmal. But I guess you could get by with it if you don't look too close and you just want to kind of stand it there or pose it a little bit because it does pose well. So yeah, I'll stick with a 6. It's not the worst thing I've ever reviewed, but it doesn't make me feel any joy. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos almost every single day and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. In the meantime, keep collecting.